Good afternoon. My audience members consist of Kaylin Todd and Caitlin Armstrong. Most of us can relate to the idea of mispronouncing, misusing, or plainly misstating a word. Even if the word is simple like red light instead of traffic light, some of us manage to use common words and phrases incorrectly. One set of words I find misused often is praise and worship. I've led many music services throughout my musical career in churches, and I've noticed in the world of praise and worship songs, the distinction between the two terms is not very clear. However, there is a significant difference and a significant separation between the two terms. Praise is described by an expression of approval and commendation. On the other hand, worship is the act of loving unquestioningly and uncritically. In church services, though, I'm afraid praise and worship is sometimes referred to incorrectly. Churches often refer to song portion of the service as praise and worship, as the praise and worship service. So, how do we decipher between the two terms? Well, praising someone or something is different than worshiping. To praise, one must compliment and adore an object or a person. In my experience, praising someone is simply acknowledging his or her accomplishments and adoration for his or her success. I may decide to show my gratitude and adoration, but I'm not yet worshiping. When I make a conscious effort to dedicate myself to someone or something and have an unconditional love and respect, I'm worshiping. I mainly hear the word worship when it is associated with a religion. The term worship is also, however, heard in royalty. In the ages of Egyptian pharaohs, the Egyptians worshipped their deities as a way of life rather than a religion. Now, we can associate the two terms worship and praise with an action pursuing faith and commitment. Through my adventures as a music leader in youth groups and church services, I find it common that the words praise and worship have become synonymous. However, the difference between the two is very significant. I feel as if the lyrics used in praise and worship portion of church services is heartfelt and useful, and I also do believe that we can further our education and derive a clear definition of both terms. So all in all, we can all live our different ways of life and strengthen our faiths because we have a concise definition between praise and worship.